What if I told you that an AI released recently can already do the work of entire teams, faster, cheaper, and without taking breaks? Not in the future, not in 10 years, right now. Some companies are already restructuring because of it. Some departments are shrinking quietly. Hiring freezes are being justified by automation improvements. And most employees still believe it won't affect them, but it will. For years, artificial intelligence was described as a productivity tool, a digital assistant, something that helps humans work faster and more efficiently. But that definition is outdated. Today's AI isn't just assisting people anymore. In many industries, it's beginning to replace entire layers of operational work. And it's happening without dramatic headlines or public announcements. In this video, we'll break down what this new generation of AI can actually do, which jobs are most exposed, why this shift is accelerating so rapidly, and most importantly, how you can position yourself ahead of it, clearly, calmly, without hype. For a long time, AI struggled with one major limitation: context. It could follow instructions, but it couldn't reason across multiple steps consistently. It struggled with long conversations. It failed at managing complex workflows independently. That barrier is gone. Modern AI systems can now understand extended dialogue, analyze layered information, generate structured content, write code, interpret data, summarize research, automate communication, and even propose strategic decisions, often within seconds. Instead of completing isolated tasks, AI can now manage entire workflows from beginning to end. Think about that for a moment. This is no longer just a smarter calculator. It's closer to a digital coworker that never sleeps, never slows down, and never forgets instructions. We've moved from AI helps you do your job to something far more disruptive. AI can now quietly become your job. Let's make this practical. Today, AI can write marketing campaigns, research briefs, technical documentation, and long-form content in minutes. It can design branding concepts, thumbnails, social media visuals, and product presentations. It can generate functional software code, debug systems, automate repetitive tasks, and even suggest optimizations. It can manage thousands of customer support conversations simultaneously with consistent tone and accuracy. It can analyze massive datasets and produce executive-level summaries faster than experienced analysts. Individually, none of these abilities seem revolutionary, but when combined, they fundamentally reshape organizational structure, because one skilled professional using AI can now perform the output of an entire small team. That changes hiring decisions. That changes budgets. That changes long-term strategy. Imagine a marketing department that once required 5 content creators. Now one strategist using AI tools can produce the same output, faster. That doesn't just reduce cost. It shifts power toward people who understand leverage. The jobs most at risk share specific characteristics. They rely on repetition. They follow predictable patterns. They produce primarily digital output, and they require limited independent decision-making. That includes junior content creation, basic graphic design, entry-level coding, data entry, reporting, transcription, translation, scheduling, documentation, and many customer support roles. These roles won't disappear overnight, but they will shrink. Teams will compress, expectations will increase, and performance standards will rise. Why is this accelerating so quickly? First, economics. If AI reduces operational cost while maintaining acceptable quality, adoption becomes inevitable. Businesses operate on efficiency, and AI multiplies efficiency. Second, accessibility. These systems are no longer experimental prototypes locked inside research labs. They are intuitive, affordable, globally available, constantly improving. You don't need a specialized engineering team to use them. You need adaptability. Third, speed. Humans train for years. AI systems retrain continuously. They improve with every update. They scale instantly. They operate without fatigue. They maintain consistency. That compounding effect creates exponential change. But here is the critical mindset shift. This is not the end of human relevance. It is the end of purely mechanical contribution. The future will favor people who combine human strengths with AI leverage. People who think strategically, who understand systems, who manage complexity, who make high-level decisions, who lead. AI excels at execution. Humans excel at direction. The individuals who understand that difference will thrive. The real opportunity isn't resisting AI. It's integrating it into your workflow before everyone else does. because early adopters always gain disproportionate advantage. The people who learn how to delegate tasks to AI efficiently will multiply their productivity. The people who ignore it will compete against those who don't. AI doesn't replace humans. It replaces humans who refuse to evolve. And that's the uncomfortable truth. Mid-video reminder. If you want to understand how AI is reshaping industries and how to stay ahead of the curve, subscribe to AI Tech Explained, because this transformation is accelerating, and clarity is leverage. There's another dimension to this shift that most people overlook. AI doesn't just change tasks, it changes expectations. When productivity increases dramatically, the baseline for performance rises. What used to be considered exceptional output becomes normal output. Deadlines shrink, standards increase, competition intensifies, and in that environment, the advantage goes to individuals who know how to leverage AI strategically. Not casually, not occasionally, but systematically. The difference between someone who uses AI sometimes and someone who builds their workflow around AI will become massive. Over time, that gap compounds, and compounded advantage is what reshapes careers. Now let's zoom out. Every major technological revolution disrupted existing jobs. The Industrial Revolution replaced manual labor. The Internet transformed communication and media. Mobile technology reshaped entire industries. AI is doing the same, but at unprecedented speed. Within the next 3 to 5 years, we will likely see hybrid roles become the norm. AI-assisted will become standard across marketing, design, coding, analysis, and administration. The professionals who thrive won't be those who fight the change. They'll be those who master the tools early and build authority around them. So, the real question isn't whether AI will take jobs. It will. The real question is, will you be replaced by AI, or will you become the person who manages AI? Or will you evolve into a strategist? The future belongs to those who recognize this shift early and act decisively. If you want to stay ahead of these changes, instead of being surprised by them, subscribe to AI Tech Explained. Here, we break down artificial intelligence and technology clearly, calmly, and without confusion, because the future isn't slowing down, and neither should you.